Yes, you read the title correct. The elemental effects in Demon Slayer are not real. I know, you feel so betrayed right now, and I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you. And you're probably thinking, if the effects in Demon Slayer aren't real, then what about Bigfoot, huh? Is he not real? Santa, the Queen of England? And no, the answer is no. None of those are real, and neither are the effects in Demon Slayer. So if you're one of the people who don't already know, yes, the effects in Demon Slayer are not real.
Mason Troy Adams. Listen to me for a second.
Concentration.
Can you water my plants?
Water breathing. Fourth form.
And this comes as a shocker to a lot of people, and it came as a shocker to me because I actually thought that the breathing in Demon Slayer made flames or water appear. And I think most, if not the entire fandom, have all agreed that the author is wrong and that the effects are real. Now, no disrespect to the author. Like, I love the Demon Slayer's author. I love Demon Slayer. It's one of my favorite pieces of media of all time. But I personally, and I feel like a lot of people share my sentiment in this whenever I say that the creator's decision to make the elemental effects in Demon Slayer not real was one of the biggest mistakes they ever could have made. Because now when I'm watching Demon Slayer and I see Rengoku do a flame tiger or Tanjiro doing a constant flux with a water dragon following him and realizing that that's not real, it just makes it feel so different. And you know, I still love Demon Slayer and I still think it's cool even though they're not real. It just makes it feel different. You know, like Tanjiro out here doing a water wheel and little driplets of water aren't actually being spun everywhere like Sonic the Hedgehog, or Rengoku being a walking flamethrower, which now that I think about it probably wouldn't be a good idea, because if Rengoku really was a walking flamethrower in Mugen Train, it would have been the Mugen Oven, but I digress. Now, I have two main problems with the effects in Demon Slayer not being real, and that's number one, my life feels like a lie, and number two is the plot holes and the wardrobe of plot holes that this opens up, because in Demon Slayer there are many times where if the effects weren't at least a tiny bit tangible, some of these fights wouldn't make much sense. And so now we're gonna go over some plot holes that would be opened if the effects in Demon Slayer aren't real. Plot hole number one, evidence number uno. In the Spider Mountain arc, Tanjiro and Inosuke get separated from Zenitsu. But after a while of being separated, Tanjiro and Inosuke hear the sound of thunder, and Tanjiro marks that must be Zenitsu and his thunder breathing. So I'm no genius, but how would they be able to hear thunder if the thunder breathing effect wasn't real? You know, like make that make sense in my mind right now. Plot hole number two. When Tanjiro was fighting the arrow demon, he was able to use his water breathing to disrupt the flow of the arrows, and the arrows began following his trail of water, and he was able to put more strength into his swing. So tell me how Tanjiro swinging his sword without the water being there to guide these arrows, how would that work?
Shit, I don't even know. I can't even tell you that.
But it is an anime, so we can't be too technical here. What is this, huh? When Rengoku was fighting Akaza, he went like this to create a shield of fire. And Akaza uses air-type attacks, and then the air-type attacks hit the fire while Rengoku's sword is down here. Like, Rengoku didn't just go slash, cut these air-type attacks in half. No, he went like that, creating this shield of fire, and then the attacks hit. So how would the fire not be tangible? Like, how would that not be real? However, the Demon Slayer author did explain that even though the effects might not be real, the Demon Slayers still have enough power that they can create shockwaves and air pressure. So I guess this could be Rengoku creating enough air pressure to block the attacks because their breathing styles give them enough strength that they are able to do that. So that kind of explains it, but it doesn't explain this last one that I'm going to go over. And these ones I've mentioned aren't even the only plot holes that open up if the effects aren't real. But this next one is just so mind-boggling ridiculous that it's funny. It's funny to me watching it now, now that I have the knowledge that the effects aren't real. And that is in the Entertainment District arc. You know, the Entertainment District has some insane fights, and this fight I'm about to talk about is also one of those insane fights. And the one I'm talking about is whenever Zenitsu turns into a motherfucking fighter jet and is just zooming around the Entertainment District arc. Now, you tell me how Zenitsu doesn't have some sort of power, how he isn't using lightning to go around the Entertainment District arc, because he was zooming, like, and he was in the air for like a good 5 minutes, just had Daki on a stick, just just zooming through the sky. That part, I just laugh at that part now with the knowledge that the effects in Demon Slayer aren't real. Except for now that I think about it, on the other side of the spectrum, we have this argument where somehow we all watched Demon Slayer from start to finish. We saw the breathing styles, they were explained to us, and somehow we made it make sense in our tiny pea-sized brains that breathing a certain way would actually be able to produce fire or actually be able to produce water, because that doesn't make any sense at all either, really, now that I think about it. But now it makes more sense to me for some reason than the Demon Slayer's effects not being real, because at the end of the day, it is an anime, so the powers don't really have to make sense. So if the Demon Slayer's effects aren't actually real, then what are they? Now, the breathing styles or the effects are only there for us to be able to differentiate different fighting styles. So with flame breathing is one type of fighting, of one sword style, and water breathing is another style of fighting. And each of these styles, however, do mimic the element or thing that they are named after, like water or fire and stuff like that. So in conclusion, I'm just gonna pretend that the effects in Demon Slayer are real because it makes my whole life feel like it was a lie. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And wait, before I end the video, I'm gonna need you guys to join my Discord. It's Misato's Boys server. I'm gonna have a link to it below, and I want you guys to go out and find the funniest Demon Slayer memes you can find and submit it to this Discord. I'll have a chat open just for the memes, and I will be doing a Try Not to Laugh Demon Slayer edition video in the future, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.